What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another According to Who review. We're talking about Insecure. The episode starts off with Issa 3-4 o'clock in the morning, the night before her event, and she is extremely nervous and bored. So what do you do when you're bored? You make bad decisions. She stalks Nathan on Instagram, finds out that he's up. Y'all did that before. Finds out whether he's up or not, and then she sends him like a DM. He replies back, and then he tells her to call her, or kind of insinuates call me. So she calls Nathan. So they're just chit-chatting. He asks, like, do I have VIP access, or do I have to stand in the line like the rest of the nobodies? And she was like, no, you have VIP access. I don't get it. I don't think it's necessary. But hey, cool. Do you, girl? Didn't work the first time. He ghosted your ass. He probably ghost you again. But we'll stay tuned just to find out. Issa's Waiting to Exhale t-shirt during that scene. Nice. I like that. I want to know where to get it. And she kind of tells Nathan that she don't really fuck with Molly. So that teaser that we got, I think it was like in the beginning of the season when we were trying to figure out like what was really going on between Issa and Molly, because they kind of teased us with the, I don't really fuck with her like that. She ends up telling that to Nathan. Not a close friend. She tells it to Nathan, a complete stranger. And we later find out that during that conversation or afterwards, but since they reconnected, that she actually asked Nathan to reach out to Molly's boyfriend, Andrew, to find out if he'd be able to help her get a headliner for her show, which ends up being Vince Staples. Transition the scene, light skin Keisha is playing, and it goes into Molly getting ready for the block party, talking to her boyfriend, saying like, I don't really want to go, and he's like, yes you do, you definitely need to go, like why wouldn't you go? She's going through her outfit changes or whatever, and he's like, let's just go, if nothing else, me and you'll have fun. So they decide to go. He convinces her to go, and I really don't understand why you wouldn't want to go to your best friend's event that you know she's been working super hard on just to support. Like, you start bringing up how she didn't support you on trivial shit. Like, you're tripping, you're bugging. But Condola ended up hooking her up with some cool interns, and they were there to help. She ends up bumping into Condola, and Condola shares with her, like, I haven't really been talking to you because me and Lawrence broke up. He didn't tell you. And Issa was like, no. And Condola was like, yeah, so that's kind of the reason for it. And I do apologize, but it looks like everything turned out great. Which goes to show that Issa was capable of doing it. She just needed a little bit of support. Issa looks over at her friends being hella ghetto. And they're taking photos at the step and repeat. Kelly was doing some kung fu shit where she was trying to lift a leg in the air or whatever. But they end up having this cute little scene where, you know, they take the classic black girl photos. You know, you take the cute picture, then you take the sexy picture, then you take the jailhouse picture, like the ghetto shit. I think that was a homage to all black women, because we definitely, it's 3 type of pictures you take, and when you're saying you just want to take one group picture, it always ends up being like 3. So they take cute pictures. They came out to support. They're excited. They're telling her that she did a great job. So it's the pat on the back that Issa really needed to go ahead and to affirm to her that she did a great job. Molly arrives with Andrew, and Issa and Molly, they kind of do like a little, hey girl, a little halfway hug. Looked very uncomfortable. If anybody was watching, they could definitely tell that they were uncomfortable hugging. But luckily, Issa gets pulled away. And that was kind of like a theme for the entire show. Every time Issa and Molly end up getting in close proximity of each other, Issa always ends up getting pulled away. Kelly has dated some guy. When she met him, she pretended to have an accent. So through most of this episode, whenever the guy that she brought to the event is around, she's pretended to have this fake ass British accent. He is just as dumb as she is. Tiffany and Derek are there. Tiffany is once again still not feeling this mommy shit, and she is excited to be out. She let it be known, I'm excited to be out. Derek ended up getting a phone call from the babysitter saying that they couldn't get the baby to be quiet, and that he thinks they should leave. And she's like, we don't both have to leave. You can leave. So, being the great husband that he is, he decides to let her stay at the event, and he goes home to check on the baby. Tiffany stays and she gets drunk. She makes a joke about when they asked her, like, why are you drinking? Aren't you supposed to be breastfeeding? She was like, the little baby wouldn't latch, so her loss. Funny. I think she's still going through some postpartum and it's kind of like going unseen. I don't think anybody's paying any attention to it. Molly and Andrew are chilling on a couch or a seating area at the event. I think it's the VIP area, so I'm pretty sure it was a couch. They're chilling at the event and Andrew was just saying, wow, this is a great event. She did such a great job. And Molly's like, yeah, low-key hating on the fact that Issa did something that could be a little bit good. Like, she did not want to give that girl any applause for putting such a big event together, basically all on her own, with the exception of the help that she did get from Condola. Like, her friends didn't really assist at all, and the assist that Molly could have given her, she took away out of sheer just hate. I think she wanted to see the event fail. So the fact that it was extremely successful was kind of bothering her. I don't think she really knew how to support or praise her friend for her success. So they end up having this huge dance scene, but they do the wobble, which is a staple at all black events. The wobble will take place, so I thought that was pretty cute. Everybody gets out there. Molly and Issa do their little homegirl dance together, and you think that they kind of make up for a minute, but then Issa gets pulled away again before they could really get into anything. Issa gets pulled away. She goes on stage. She's trying to give this whole speech. Doesn't work because the crowd starts screaming, we want Vince Staples. So she just goes ahead and she introduces Vince Staples. He comes out, he kills it, great performance. They give a shot of the crowd, it's packed. The event is a success. So Vince Staples' manager comes out and he's like, thank you, man. Thank you for hooking us up with this event. This is what he tells Andrew. Andrew's like, cool, no problem. And then the manager's like, hey, Vince wants to meet you. Come to the back. So Andrew's like, cool, I'll be there in a minute. Molly then turns to Andrew and she's like, what is he talking about? Good looking out. And he basically tells her, like, Nathan asked me if I would send an email to get someone to perform for the event. And she was like, so the bitch went behind my back and asked you anyway. That's really fucked up. So she marches on, and he's like, I didn't think it was a big deal because that's your friend. It shouldn't have been a big deal. At this point, the event has already taken place. What are we arguing about? You already sucked for not supporting your friend. At least be happy that the favor that you didn't give her still was able to happen without you mixing two worlds. Like, you still got your wish. But she's just pissed and hating. So she runs off. She confronts Issa. Damn, bitch, you couldn't wait. Like, you went behind my back and you still did it. And Issa's like, I really didn't think it was a big deal. Nathan asked me. We were talking. And I just kind of dropped it to him. And he was able to make it happen. What's the big deal? Molly goes off about a whole bunch of nothingness. They end up getting into a fight with words. Nothing physically happened. They ended up getting into a fight with words. And somebody yells, it's a gun. Everybody takes off. Kelly drops her fake accent. Everybody takes off. It ruins the end of the event. So Issa's just like a little down about it, but she should really feel good. She was able to accomplish something that none of them believed that she could do. And Molly right now is just a sucker ass friend. I think everybody needs to be paying more attention to Tiffany. Somebody really needs to help her because she's not looking good. And I think it's just because everybody has their own shit going on and not really paying it any attention. I'm curious to find out if Kelly notices, since she does seem to be the closest to Tiffany at this particular moment, as well as Tiffany's husband. Doesn't seem like anybody is noticing it, but shall see. It was another great episode. Issa had a plan that she thought about. She planned it, put it into action, did the work that was necessary, and she had a successful event. Molly's still a hating ass bitch. If I was Andrew, I'd dump her because she gonna hate on your shit too. Leave that hoe alone. She tripping. Thank you so much for tuning into another According to Who review.